legend.
I will say this.
But right now, you're irrelevant.
You asked me a question.
And what you want to do? You want to fight? You don't want that.
Listen,
I love you.
I understand.
I love you, fam. But you can't.
Allow me to speak.
You can't fight me. You can't out rap me.
I'm
any nigga that can't beat me up or out rap me, I don't really give a fuck about.
Fred,
let me get some more of that 42.
Fred,
shit.
Listen, Fred. I'm here too, and I'm gonna have to speak with Jeezy.
And Lambo, look, you're gonna speak with Jeezy. Are you gonna invite me there? Cause that nigga be ducking me.
Do you remember when you were in Vegas and it was me, you, and Jeezy on the same interview? I think it's the only time you guys did an interview together on YouTube.
We was?
Yeah, it was in Vegas on my station. No, you guys were together. Remember when you guys had the show at the Pearl? And then me, you and your girl, we went across the street and ate a fucking TJ. I don't remember.
We did.
Cheers. But with that being said, Jeezy, you are a legend.
A legend.
With that being said, not a fan of your last album.
I ain't a fan of your last three albums.
I gave it a real go. Last album I enjoyed at Jeezy's was TM103.
Bro, your last three shit's been not that.
With that being said, you and Ross getting together on a record, that's big, especially for someone like
Ross. Now the song with him and Ross on Ross' last album was hard as fuck.
For sure.
That shit was hard. I be bumping that. I bumped that shit 2 days ago. Listen, bro, I'm not a hater of music. Don't get me wrong.
Oh no, you're not.
When a nigga make good, great music, I be like, hey, that's hard. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But like,
have you and Jeezy had any sort of conversation since everything happened? Any sort of correspondence?
I tried, you know what I mean? I try to be a real nigga and really like, you know.
Because we have people who, obviously, 211 was a part of that situation.
That's my brother. 211.
Shout
out to the motherfucking Level Up store, nigga.
Go buy some clothes.
Go buy anything that Deuce selling you, nigga, whether it's clothes or anything. Shout out to Deuce, that's my nigga. 211, nigga. Shout out to motherfucking, that's my nigga. You know what I mean? But I feel you, though. Go ahead.
What I was going to say was, like, was there ever any sort of dialogue that, like, you know, you definitely ran through views on?
I mean, you know what, man? Like I said, I got love for fam, you know what I mean? And Trap or Die and all of that shit, you know what I mean? That shit was, like, you know, some of the, like, you know, things that, like, kept me rapping and shit like that. So, you know, but at the same time, you know, we ain't never, like, me and Deuce, I'm gonna keep it real with you. When I met that nigga 211, I ain't like that nigga.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's because we was two of the same kind of nigga. We was both like, fuck you, nigga, fuck you. So me and 211, I ain't like that nigga when I first met that nigga.
You guys
I
both
met that nigga
were part of the same CT era.
Right.
CT era.
And I ain't like that nigga when I first met that nigga. I was like, fuck you. And he was like, nigga, fuck you.
Right.
But like now, nigga, if I die, I'll leave my kids for 211. You know what I'm saying? Like 211 is my brother. I love that nigga. I'll lay my life down on train tracks for that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? But at first, you know, it was an environment where we, you know, was both like,
almost like you guys were brought into the same. It had to be.
We was kind of brought in to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be the street nigga of the label and like be, you know, and rap. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, once we like got with each other and and figured each other out, man, we brothers, dog. Like, bro, this nigga will go to he'll sleep in my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, dog. This is my brother, for real. Like, it ain't a lot of like niggas that I got like it's like rap friends, and I don't look at that nigga as a rap friend. You know what I mean? Like, that's my bro. Like 211 is my brother. Like, I love. That's a great thing that came out of the Jeezy shit. Me meeting 211,
you guys
me
boys,
clicking with 211, and me like 211, like, bro, like that is worth more to me than $1 billion. Me and his relationship, you know what I mean? Like me and his camaraderie. Like, bro, I've been living in LA over 15 years. You know what I'm saying? 100%. So like being close to a real nigga like that mean a lot to me. I love, like I said, I lay my life down for a nigga like that. I love 211. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we're going to, like, fuck all of that CTE shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and this nigga have been through real shit together. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why I say, like, bro, I can call that guy my brother. Like, I don't fuck with no rap. Fuck that rap shit. All of that shit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I will smoke you about 211, and 211 will smoke you about me.
And that's it. I talked to Royce right after his album dropped, and he specifically called you out. He was like, well, he sent Fred a record. He said he sent you something. He said it's on YouTube.
Don't remember.
But essentially, he definitely acknowledged, like, because I was like, yo, man, I need to hear you and Fred on some shit. And he was like, dude, tell Fred I'm here. Like, I'm ready.
Royce?
You and Royce. 2 of the Jedis.
Yes, the Jedi.
100%.
Definitely the Jedi. Royce, Kendrick. Shit. He definitely a Jedi.
But, like...
I talked to Royce last week. I was commenting on his shit.
You guys got to do a record together.
We've been overdue.
It's
for a fucking record. Royce, in my eyes, he's one of the best rappers of all time.
Ever.
And I'm ready. So, I already told you. I just commented on your Instagram post. So, Royce, whenever you ready, I'm ready. You know what I mean? Like, I'm working on my new album, so you want to get on that, let's do it.
Royce is a Jedi.
I know you working on. I know you always working on the album. So like, I mean, dude, it's hard. Like Royce is like, come on, Detroit. If I go to Detroit, I'm gonna call Royce.
Let me ask
he
you.
Know that. He know that. He know that we had. I called Royce one time. You know what I'm saying? When I got to Detroit, and them, what's the niggas? What's them little dope boy cash out? Them niggas spray painted my tour. They spray painted my tour bus.
Yeah.
They're not in the rap.
I think they were on CTA, right?
Of course, they're not in the rap game no more.
So, Gibbs, there was a weird era where, first of all, there was a record that you were on that got leaked with Eminem.
Damn.
Remember that song? It was you, Jeezy, and Eminem.
Damn.
And then there was a point in time where you and I would talk, and I remember I got in trouble once, like 8-9 years ago, for playing one of your records on Shade 45.
You did?
I don't know. There was like, I didn't know that there was like a list on Shade 45.
I'm on every list.
But like, listen, we'd be crazy to say Eminem isn't one of the Jedis. Eminem's fucking incredible.
I would never say that.
But talk about that, the record that leaked. I'm assuming you know the record. It was you, Jeezy, and M.
Yeah.
And it was, I remember hearing it on Two Dope Boys. Shout out to Shake and Mech. But I remember
Shout out to Shake. That's my dog.
But yeah, that song never officially came out.
No.
And from what I understand, that was like a big fuss.
Jeezy went on the motherfucking radio and said, "Hey man, Freddie Gibbs fucked up my relationship with Eminem." He said that.
But you didn't.
Exactly.
The song came out. Like, it wasn't like you leaked it.
I never met Eminem in my life.
Why were you? I know why.
I never met Eminem in my fucking life. I never met the nigga ever. And I think in 2006 I was probably signed to the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Because it was Intersway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I never met Eminem in my fucking life. I met Eminem at the what's that shit? Dangerous Values or Bad Values? Yeah. What's the name of that tour that they was on? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Eminem tour. It was
seen him for 15 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
So
Eminem. Time out. Eminem is one of the greatest rappers of all time.
100%.
Never met the nigga, so I don't know.
Listen.
Nothing. I know Paul Rosenberg.
Your manager is a Jewish man. Of
course.
And
shout out to Paul Rosenberg too.
Wasn't there an interview or something where you had said something that that they might have like Paul or somebody from?
Come on, Bootleg Kev.
We're going back to like 2010, 2011, 2012. Of course.
Every interview I do, I'll say something that somebody's gonna fucking get mad at. You know what I mean?
Right.
It is what it is.
At the same time, at the time, both your managers were Jewish.
All my managers are Jewish of all time. You know what I mean? Like, I only recall having one manager, and that's Lambo. So like everybody else was just like helpers. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a helper. But I only had one manager in my whole career, and that's Benjamin Lambert. That's the only
Lambo, man.
That's the only manager that I had in my whole career. Everybody else was just like a helper, you know.
Well, listen, let's talk about the new shit.
You helper, bitch.
Jesus Christ. By the way, you and I have talked about.
You're an assistant.
Anyway, you say you're about 60%.
Benjamin Lambert, big Lambo.
You say you're about 60% done with your new shit.
Yep.
So we just dropped Alfredo.
It's a bike.
your new
really back to back to back. Really, Pinatas. Listen, bro.
Bro, Shadow of a Doubt, low key is one of my favorites.
Classic, man.
Bro, y'all be
sleeping on You Only Live Twice, bro.
Bro,
let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real.
You Only Live Twice, Freddie.
Let's keep it real. I'm no disrespect. And I just chopped it up with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? But and you know what I mean? We about to do a record. You know what I mean? So I fuck with him heavy. But if Meek Mill would have made You Only Live Twice, would you look at it a different way?
I wouldn't. Me personally,
I'm asking you the game.
The game, of course.
Because he's more popular and he's more.
No, 100%.
Of course.
But like,
me and him talked this week. I said, bro, I fuck with you. Salute. I salute that nigga off top.
So you and Meek spoke this week about.
Yes, sir.
Because that's also.
We about to do a record. About...
So you guys talked about working together.
Yes, sir.
What?
And he one of the guys that I look at in the game and I be like, for sure. You know what I mean? For real, salute.
I mean, shit, man. Like,
shout out to Meek Mill. I fuck with Meek Mill.
Was there ever a point in time where, like...
Never.
You just always were like, yo, man. Like, I feel like Meek's...
I never knew, bro.
So there's
any nigga that I don't personally know, I can't really say that I had a real beef with you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I see a lot of shit, like... A lot of these weird-ass niggas be talking about all this, like... Right now, especially during this time, everybody's like, yeah, Black Lives Matter and all this shit like that. And I be seeing niggas that, and this is my personal experience with you, you know what I'm saying? I seen a nigga talk about Black Lives Matter, but you try to kill me.
Wow.
So do Black Lives Matter when a police kill us, or do Black Lives Matter all the time?